Howdy, KMB. Remember Cowboy Jack Rabbit? So I'm going to say howdy today. How are you doing? I can't wait to read the last chapter with you of a Rabbit, Robot, and Ribbit. Remember, Rabbit, Robot, and Ribbit are learning to be friends together, all three together. It's so hard when you have different friends. How do you stay friends with all of your friends together? So in the last chapter, in chapter 3, there were a lot of feelings in the red zone, right? A lot of feelings, and Robot really just, his emotion decoder was detecting so many angry feelings. He really wants them to get along. Let's see what happens in this chapter. Again, every chapter is called Ribbit. So the feelings of the angry feelings, these are all words that mean angry or mad. Let's see, caustic, that's a new one that I haven't said to you last time. Testy, irate, mad. What is that? Oh, spiteful. Spiteful means your feelings, you get upset at somebody and you want to, like, you're so mad that you want to hurt their feelings to just get back at them. So that's not really great, right? But everybody's learning. So let's see what happens. Chapter 4, Ribbit. Thunk. Oh no, moaned Rabbit. Ribbit, sniffled Ribbit. Ribbit, cried Rabbit, is that all you can say at a time like this? Rabbit began running around Robot's house, just like in the first book. Remember, Rabbit's feelings are just boiling over. He has to learn to calm his body so his brain can really think and solve the problem. We need to find Robot's owner manual, he shouted. You know, that book that every machine comes with to help you solve and figure out what's going wrong. Look at Robot, he's on the ground. All those emotions are on the floor. Ribbit stayed near Robot. She looked closely at his buttons and slots. Look at Rabbit, he's like really trying to figure out what's happening. Rabbit ran over to Robot's coat rack and shook it. No owner's manual here, he shouted. Ribbit, not Ribbit, Ribbit. Ribbit, said Ribbit. I can't understand you, shouted Rabbit. He ran over to Robot's checkerboard and kicked it. No owner's manual here either. Remember when Rabbit couldn't find the remote and he was like panicking? It's kind of like that. Ribbit, croaked Ribbit. Ribbit. I heard you the first time, yelled Rabbit. He ran over to the popcorn bowl and flipped it over. Still nothing, just a bunch of coats and checkers and dead flies and frogs and a frog who refuses to help. Rabbit kept running. He shook and kicked and flipped everything in sight. Argh! See that? Argh! Argh! It's like a frustration. It's a sound. They call that like an exclamation. Ribbit shot out her tongue. Rabbit tripped over it. He fell to the ground. Ribbit is trying to stop him from going all over the place and losing his losing his focus. Ow, cried Rabbit. What did you do that for? Ribbit pointed to one of Robot's buttons. Read it, she croaked. I still don't understand what you're saying, Rabbit sighed. He looked carefully at Robot's buttons. Oh, he gasped. Words! Were you saying read it? Read it, cried Ribbit. Rabbit read it. Here's a button. Let's read what the button says. It says, push 4 times when overheated. So it's like an emergency button for Robot. Rabbit pushed the button 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Robot shook and shuddered. He's waking up, shouted Rabbit. Give me a hug, Ribbit. Robot's eyes snapped open. Aha, I see, a hug. Look at Robot. He's so happy that his 2 friends are now getting along and really hugging each other. I think we maybe have solved the problem in the story. Let's see what happens. Heh. Oh, heh, chuckled Rabbit. He let go of Ribbit. How did you revive me? Revive means to bring back to life, right? Ribbit figured it out, answered Rabbit. She looked closely at your buttons and slots. In fact, she was engrossed in them. Gross, said Robot. Ha ha, giggled Rabbit. Ribbit saw some words on a button, he explained. She said, read it, and I did. I am glad you listened, said Robot. Thank you both for your help. So they worked together to help their friend Robot. You're welcome, said Rabbit. He smiled at Ribbit. I am sorry, Ribbit. Robot was right. I was jealous. Ribbit, Ribbit, said Ribbit. She said she's sorry too, didn't. Oh, I need a Rabbit voice. Ready? She said she's sorry too, didn't she? Asked Rabbit. You are correct, said Robot. She also wants to try playing Cowboy Jack Rabbit again. Yay, said Rabbit. I know. I'll be Cowboy Jack Rabbit. Robot can be Cowboy Jack Rabbit, and Ribbit, you can be Cowboy Jack Ribbit. Oh, see, I'm reading these things too quickly. You know how sometimes you have to go back and read again? Rabbit said, yeah, I know. I'll be Cowboy Jack Rabbit. Robot can be Cowboy Jack Robot. And you can be Cowboy Jack Ribbit. Ribbit. Rabbit put the hat on Ribbit's head. Ribbit smiled. They can each be Cowboy Jack Rabbit, but be themselves. Rabbit, said Ribbit. She gave Rabbit a little kiss. Hee hee, giggled Robot. Muttered Rabbit. I love these stories. So I'm really glad that at the end of the story, Rabbit and Ribbit became good friends, and they even joined forces together to solve this problem to help Robot, right? To figure out what to do to help Robot stop becoming overheated, right? So anyway, KMB, I'm so glad I could share these stories with you, and I look forward to our next GM. I'm missing you guys so much. You're all doing a great job, right? Summer's on the way. All right, take care. Miss you lots. Bye-bye.